Good day. I am Mardy S. Gonzalez from Angas Santa Josefa, Agusan del Sur, a Teacher 1 applicant in elementary level. Today, I will be showing you my teaching demonstration. The subject that I am going to teach is Science 6. The topic that I am going to discuss is all about the planets in the solar system, and this is my lesson plan. Good morning, class. Before we start our lesson for today, let us all stand for a prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, you may now take your seats. Now, I will check your attendance. Is anybody absent? Okay, very good. None. Now, what will you do if the teacher is talking here in front? Yes, Fatima? Very good. Be kind, polite, and courteous to others and follow directions. Another? Yes, Harry. Yes, very good. Keep your feet and hands to yourself. Another. Yes, Nile? Yes, very good. Be respectful to classmates, teacher, and properties. What else? Yes, Lucas. Yes, very good. Raise your hand if you would like to answer and work hard and always do your best. Can I expect that from you, class? Okay, very good. This morning, we will have a game. This game is called Construct Me. All you have to do is to construct the hidden words from the scrambled words below and find the 3 essential words. Write your answers in the given cartolina. I will give you 45 seconds to do the activity. The group who will finish first will receive 3 stars, the second group will receive 2 stars, and the third group will receive 1 star. Are you ready? Okay, you may now start. Well done! Let us give 5 claps to group 2 for finishing the activity first. And another 5 claps to yourselves. Before we start our lesson for today, let me take you back to what we have discussed last meeting. The lesson that we tackled last meeting was all about the movements of the earth. Who can recall what is rotation? Yes, Joycey? Yes, very good. Rotation is the movement of the earth on its axis. How does Earth's rotation affect Earth? Yes, Harvey. Yes, very good. Earth's rotation causes day and night. Now, who can recall what is revolution? Yes, Johnny. Yes, very good. Revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun. Now, how does Earth's revolution affect Earth? Yes, Arya. Yes, well said. Earth's revolution around the sun causes the 4 seasons of the earth, commonly known as the summer, winter, autumn, and spring. Since you understand our previous lesson very well, let us proceed to our next lesson. This time, I want you to check your armchairs. If you are able to find a piece of picture under your chair, please proceed in front and paste it on the board. Am I clear? Okay, are you ready? You may now start. These pictures are the celestial bodies in our solar system: the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. We have learned from our previous lesson that Earth is revolving around the Sun. Today, we are going to discuss about the solar system.
The word planet comes from the Greek word planetai, which means wandering. Planets are called as such because they are always moving. At present, there are 8 planets in the solar system. Planets rotate on their own axis as they revolve around the Sun. Planets have no light of their own. Instead, they reflect light from the Sun.
The planets in our solar system is divided into 2 groups, the inner and the outer planets.
The inner planets are the 4 planets closer to the Sun, also known as the terrestrial planets. The planets that are called as terrestrial planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun. It has an average distance of 85 million kilometers from the Sun and an equatorial diameter of 4,880 kilometers. It takes 88 Earth days for Mercury to complete its revolution and 59 Earth days to complete its rotation. Mercury has almost a very thin atmosphere and has a surface temperature of up to 430 degrees Celsius during daytime and negative 180 degrees Celsius during nighttime. Its surface is full of craters like the Earth's moon, and it has no moon. Venus has almost the same size and density as the Earth. It is the second closest planet to the Sun and has an average distance of 108 million kilometers from it. Venus is a rocky planet and has an equatorial diameter of 12,104 kilometers. It has mountains, craters, and volcanoes on its surface. Its atmosphere is made up mostly of carbon dioxide, which has a surface temperature that rises to more than 470 degrees Celsius. The thick layer of clouds in Venus' atmosphere reflects sunlight very well, making Venus the hottest planet and the brightest object in the sky next to the Moon as seen from Earth. It is often called evening star or morning star.
Venus rotates once every 243 Earth days and revolves around the Sun for 225 Earth days.
Earth is the only planet in the solar system that can sustain life. It is known as the blue planet because it looks blue as seen in the outer space. Earth has an average distance of 149 million kilometers from the Sun. Earth's atmosphere is made up mostly of 77% of nitrogen gas and 21% of oxygen, with traces of argon, carbon dioxide, and water. Its average surface temperature is 15 degrees Celsius. About 1/3 of the Earth's surface is land, while 2/3 is water. The land part is divided into continents with various landforms like mountains and hills. The water part consists of various bodies of water like oceans and rivers. It takes 365 and 1/4 days for the Earth to complete its revolution and 24 hours to complete its rotation. The Earth has only one moon that revolves around it every 27.3 days. The next planet is Mars. Mars is called the red planet. It looks red because of the presence of iron on its surface. Mars has an equatorial distance of 6,788 kilometers. Its average distance from the Sun is 227 million kilometers. Mars has a very thin atmosphere which consists largely of carbon dioxide and a small percentage of other gases. It has an average surface temperature of negative 63 degrees Celsius. It is also known for its volcanoes. It has one of the largest volcanoes in the solar system, known as the Olympus Mons. Mars takes 687 Earth days to complete its revolution. Like Earth, it takes 24 days to complete its rotation, and Mars has 2 moons. The outer planets are those farther from the Sun, also known as the Jovian planets. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system. It is bigger and heavier than all other planets combined. It has an equatorial diameter of 142,984 kilometers. Its average distance from the Sun is 774 million kilometers. Jupiter is covered with thick clouds. There is no solid ground on Jupiter. It is called a gas giant planet which made up mostly of hydrogen and helium rather than rocks and metal as Earth. The average surface temperature at the top of its cloud can reach about negative 149 degrees Celsius. Jupiter takes 12 Earth days to complete one revolution and 10 hours to complete its rotation. It has a huge storm in its atmosphere called as the Great Red Spot. Jupiter has 67 moons. One of its moons is known as Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system. The next Jovian planet is Saturn. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun, which has an average distance of 1.4 billion kilometers from it and is the farthest visible to the naked eye. Saturn has an equatorial diameter of 120,536 kilometers. It takes 10.7 Earth hours for Saturn to complete a rotation and 29 Earth years to complete a revolution. Saturn is a cold planet. The temperature at the top of Saturn's cloud can reach about negative 176 degrees Celsius. Like Jupiter, Saturn is also a gas giant without a solid surface. It is composed mostly of hydrogen and helium, and Saturn is known for its beautiful rings. There are 53 moons surrounding Saturn. Its largest moon is Titan. It is the second largest moon in the solar system. The third Jovian planet is Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet of the solar system and is the first planet discovered by means of a telescope. Its average distance from the Sun is 2.9 billion kilometers. This planet is considered as an ice giant because it is mostly made up of frozen water, methane, and ammonia. Its atmosphere is mostly hydrogen and helium. Its average surface temperature can reach negative 215 degrees Celsius. Uranus is the only planet that rotates on its side. It takes 17 hours to complete its rotation and 84 Earth years to complete its revolution. Its equatorial diameter is 51,118 kilometers. Like Saturn, Uranus has rings too. It has 27 moons, and its largest moon is called Titania. Neptune is the last Jovian planet and is the eighth planet from the Sun and is the first planet to be discovered using mathematical calculations before being confirmed by a telescope. Its average distance from the Sun is 4.5 billion kilometers. Neptune's rotation lasts about 16 Earth hours. It completes one revolution around the Sun every 165 Earth days. This planet also has no solid surface and is a gas giant. Its surface temperature is negative 214 degrees Celsius, mostly the same as Uranus. Its equatorial diameter is 49,532 kilometers. Neptune and Uranus are called twin planets because they have about the same size and mass. They also both look blue-green because of methane gas in their atmosphere. Neptune has 6 dark rings made up of very fine particles. It has 13 moons, and the largest moon that can be found in Neptune is called as Triton.
Do you still remember your group last meeting? Okay. Now, I want you to get all the materials that you will need for our next activity. In a count of 5, go to your respective groups. Now, I will play a video on how to construct a solar system model using all the materials that you have. So, I want you to pay attention until the end of the video. Am I clear? Now, in every group, I want you to prepare all the materials for this activity. And now, based on the video that you saw a while ago, and with the table that you can see in your textbooks, I want each group to construct your own solar system model using all the materials that you have bring. I will give you 20 minutes to do the activity. Are you ready? Okay, you may now start. Okay, now, please go back to your proper seats. Now, who can enumerate the 8 planets in the solar system? Yes, Rhea? Yes, very good. The 8 planets in the solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Now, what are the planets that belongs to terrestrial planets? Yes, Jichel? Yes, very well said. They are called the terrestrial planets because they are the planets that closest to the sun. Now, how about the Jovian planets? Yes, Mark? Yes, very good. The Jovian planets are the planets that are farthest from the sun. These are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They are also called as the outer planets. Now, what is the only planet that can sustain life? Yes, Chris. Yes, very good. The only planet that can sustain life is the Earth. Now, what is the biggest planet in the solar system? Yes, Luhan. Yes, very good. The biggest planet in the solar system is Jupiter. What are the 3 planets that has rings around it? Yes, Christian. Yes, very good. The 3 planets that has rings around it are Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Okay, class, I want you to get one whole sheet of paper and answer the table on the board. Kindly get another one whole sheet of paper and answer the following questions.
For your assignment, I want you to make a promotional brochure for one planet that is not Earth. Include relevant information and history of its discovery. List its features and then pretend to encourage people to visit the planet. That's all for today. Goodbye.